A giant space rock striking the Earth would be a catastrophic event that would cause widespread destruction and devastation. One of the many challenges that humanity would face in the aftermath would be rebuilding our food supply. The impact of such an event would likely disrupt the delicate balance of our ecosystem and leave many regions of the world without access to food. In this video, we will review how we might go about rebuilding our food supply after such an event. The first step would be to assess the extent of the damage. Scientists would need to determine the size and impact of the space rock and identify the areas of the Earth that have been affected. This information would be critical in deciding which areas of the world would be suitable for growing crops and raising livestock. Next, we would need to focus on rebuilding our infrastructure. The impact of a giant space rock could potentially damage our transportation and communication networks, making it difficult to distribute food and coordinate relief efforts. It would be important to rebuild these networks as quickly as possible to ensure that food can be transported from areas of abundance to areas of need. In the short term, we would need to rely on stored food supplies and emergency rations to feed people in the affected areas. Governments and relief organizations would need to work together to ensure that food is distributed fairly and efficiently. Once the initial crisis has passed, we would need to focus on rebuilding our agricultural systems. This would involve identifying areas of the world that are suitable for growing crops and raising livestock, and implementing sustainable farming practices to ensure that we can produce enough food to feed the world's population. One potential solution would be to focus on urban agriculture. In the aftermath of a space rock impact, many cities may be left intact, but with little access to food. Urban agriculture involves growing crops and raising animals in urban areas, which could provide a source of food for people living in cities. Another solution would be to invest in research and development to create more resilient crops that can withstand environmental stresses, such as droughts and extreme temperatures. This will be critical in ensuring that we can produce enough food to feed the world's population in the face of changing climate conditions. Finally, we would need to focus on education and awareness. It is important that people understand the importance of sustainable agriculture and the role that they can play in rebuilding our food supply. Governments and organizations would need to invest in education programs to teach people about sustainable farming practices and the importance of preserving our ecosystem. In addition to urban agriculture, another potential solution for rebuilding our food supply after a giant space rock impact would be underground farms. Underground farms involve growing crops in a controlled environment that is protected from external factors such as extreme weather events or the spread of pests and diseases. One of the advantages of underground farms is that they can be located in areas that may not be suitable for traditional farming, such as areas with limited access to sunlight or water. By controlling the environment, farmers can grow crops year-round and optimize their growing conditions to ensure maximum yields. Furthermore, underground farms can be designed to be highly energy efficient, using artificial lighting and renewable energy sources such as solar or wind power. This not only reduces the carbon footprint of food production, but also reduces the cost of production, making fresh produce more affordable and accessible to everyone. Underground farms can also be used to grow a variety of crops, including vegetables, fruits, and herbs, as well as raising animals such as fish or chickens in controlled environments. This would provide a diverse range of food options, which is important for ensuring a healthy and balanced diet. However, there are also some challenges associated with underground farming. One of the main challenges is the initial cost of setting up the infrastructure, which can be significant. Additionally, there may be concerns about the safety and hygiene of underground farms, which could require additional regulations and standards to be put in place. Nevertheless, underground farming has the potential to revolutionize the way we produce food, especially in the aftermath of a catastrophic event like a giant space rock impact. By utilizing this innovative technology alongside other solutions such as urban agriculture and sustainable farming practices, we can rebuild our food supply and ensure that everyone has access to nutritious and affordable food, no matter what challenges we may face in the future. Another potential solution for rebuilding our food supply after a giant space rock impact could be ready meals. Ready meals, also known as prepackaged meals, are meals that have been prepared in advance and packaged for convenient and quick consumption. Ready meals can be stored for long periods without refrigeration, making them ideal for emergency situations when refrigeration may not be readily available. Ready meals can also be made using a variety of ingredients, including dried or canned goods, which can be stored for long periods without spoiling. This makes them a versatile option for providing a variety of meals, even in areas where fresh produce may not be available. One of the advantages of ready meals is their convenience. In the aftermath of a catastrophic event, many people may not have access to a kitchen or cooking facilities. Ready meals can provide a quick and easy source of food that can be consumed on the go or in temporary shelters. Additionally, ready meals can be produced on a large scale, making them an efficient and cost-effective way to provide food to a large number of people. This would be important in the aftermath of a giant space rock impact when food supplies may be limited. However, there are also some drawbacks to ready meals. They are often high in sodium and preservatives, which can be unhealthy if consumed in large quantities over an extended period. Additionally, they may not provide the same nutritional value as fresh produce or meals prepared from scratch. Despite these drawbacks, ready meals could be a viable option for rebuilding our food supply after a giant space rock impact. By combining ready meals with other solutions such as urban agriculture, underground farms, and sustainable farming practices, we can ensure that everyone has access to nutritious and affordable food, no matter what challenges we may face in the future. In conclusion, rebuilding our food supply after a giant space rock impact will be a monumental task, but it is one that is necessary if we are to ensure that humanity survives and thrives. It would require collaboration between governments, relief organizations, and individuals to identify solutions and implement sustainable farming practices. But with determination and a willingness to adapt, we can overcome this challenge and rebuild a more resilient and sustainable food supply for generations to come. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like the video, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell.